Land Supply Options Walkthrough. Land Supply Getting Started.
This series of animated short films serve to introduce and explain the various land supply options under the public engagement exercise of the Task Force on Land Supply. Two animated characters, a man and a little girl, are walking through different scenes in the film, explaining the pros and cons as well as the considerations for each land supply option. There are 12 episodes in total. This is the second episode, Getting Started. The animated man is wearing a shirt with a vest and a tie. The little girl is wearing casual wear, a hat and carrying a crossover bag. They walk together quickly through various buildings in the town area.
Land shortage is always at the forefront of public concern. But is the shortage real? Hong Kong has a total land area of about 1,100 square kilometers. More than 7 million people are living on 24% of the land, with only 7% being land for housing. The rest are mainly areas of vegetation.
Background information. A pie chart showing Hong Kong's total land area of 1,100 square meters. 24% is built-up area, within which 7% is for housing. The remaining 76% is non-built-up area.
Enhancing land supply to satisfy the needs of housing, community facilities, and economic development without compromising the natural environment has always been a huge challenge. Making good use of the developed land by changing the land use and increasing the development density, for instance, is the fastest way to boost housing and land supply. However, room for further increasing the density in the built-up area is limited. Furthermore, the higher the development intensity, the more crowded and smaller our living space will be.
Super. Short to medium-term measures provide 380,000 flats.
In the long run, we need to create more land and optimize them, for instance, by taking forward new development area projects. All the ongoing initiatives provide some 0.6 million flats in total. However, with growing population and increasing number of households, we need 1 million flats in the long run. We also need more land. In the coming 30 years, the total land demand will be over 4,800 hectares, the equivalent of 4,800 standard football pitches or 252 Victoria Parks. Counting the 3,600 hectares that could be made available from the ongoing development proposals, we are still lacking at least 1,200 hectares of land, or the equivalent to 60 Victoria Parks. Land shortage is prevalent for all uses: housing, commercial, community, open space, and infrastructures.
Background information. The shortage in housing land will be about 200 hectares. Economic use 300 hectares, and government, institution and community, open spaces, transportation and infrastructural facilities, more than 700 hectares.
Not to mention that we have no land reserved for contingencies. The land shortage problem in the short to medium term is particularly acute, as land development takes time. The later we kickstart the land development projects we propose today, the more serious the shortage will be.
Super. Land shortage in short to medium term is 800 hectares, while that for medium to long term is 400 hectares. The two animated characters walk on two different layers of paths. The elevated path that the little girl is walking represents short to medium term land supply options, while the bottom path that the man is walking represents medium to long term land supply options. However, the elevated path discontinues at a point where the little girl almost falls down, indicating that the land supply in short to medium term is not enough.
Land development is not just about solving the land shortage of at least 1,200 hectares. If we want to make Hong Kong more livable with bigger and better living environment, we need more land and a land reserve. We can then ensure more steady land supply, which enables more flexible planning and more possibilities. There is no single or perfect solution to alleviate the land shortage problem and to provide ample room for our next generation to realize their ideals. We must take a multi-pronged approach, and we have no choice but to join forces and plan for our land supply as soon as possible. What kinds of land supply options do we have? We will introduce them at www.landforhongkong.hk. Stay tuned!
Super. To be continued. Land for Hong Kong. Our home, our say. Task Force on Land Supply. Website www.landforhongkong.hk. The end.